Good morning, or depending on when you're watching this, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. My name's Ross, and as always told, out of Voice of Radio. But today I'm here with not great news, I'ma be honest with you. Because it turns out, Destined Rivals pre-orders, some of them are getting cancelled. I don't think all of them are getting cancelled, just to be clear. But some of them are getting cancelled. And this is, frankly, not ideal, would be the way I would phrase it. And to be clear, this isn't rumour or hearsay. I have spoken to friends who have had their orders cancelled. They've shown me stuff. Here's a little bit of proof. If you go onto your account on the Pokémon Center and you look at your orders, it will have a list of cancelled items. And then you may have something like this. So I would heartily recommend everybody watching this right now, if you have pre-ordered from the Pokémon Center any Destined Rivals, I would go on now and check your account. The cancellations, and again, we're early. This is breaking this today, right? This is when it's happening. So maybe they've cancelled all the ones they're going to order. Maybe the cancellations are coming in waves and there are more coming later. Maybe it's mostly affecting Elite Trainer boxes, or maybe it's a little bit of everything. Maybe it's just in the UK, or maybe it's over in the US as well. More information will become available over the next day or two. But this is breaking news now. I'm bringing it to you now. The point is, orders are being cancelled, and that is not ideal. People have been tweeting out about it as well. Almaram over on Twitter tweeted this image with it's a screenshot of an email saying, "Hey Alvaro, we're sorry that the below items in your order couldn't be processed and will be cancelled. You will not be charged for the cancelled items in your order, though you may see a temporary authorization on funds in your bank account. Please note that this authorization will be released by your bank according to their policies. The rest of the items, if any, in your order will be processed. We once again apologize for any inconvenience this may cause you. Please refer to our FAQ section for any questions you may have. Sincerely, the Pokémon Center team." And then we've got that order there, which is, yeah. You'll notice it was ordered on the 24th of March, nearly 2 months ago. And it is the Elite Trainer box, which has gone and been cancelled. Frankly, not ideal. And generally when this happens, there's only really one reason why this happens. They've been oversold. That's essentially what's happened here. Pokemon have oversold on the pre-orders for the Destined Rivals Elite Trainer box. They're going, obviously, with the pre-releases of Destined Rivals have just started. So they're at that point where orders are going to be starting to be posted in a week's time or whatever. And essentially they've now gotten to the point where they've realized they don't have enough going out. No, this is not ideal. The one thing, and I know it's not going to be particularly appeasing to people who are having their orders cancelled, but I do just want to remind you guys that when they did the Black Bolt White Flare, when that release went down, I don't know, a couple of weeks ago, whenever it was, that did go better. That went a lot better. There were a lot of people who, myself included, who queued up, got to the end, got kicked out of the queue, panicked because they'd been kicked out of the queue, and then did get back in and got their order in for Black Bolt. They were in stock for hours, the Black Bolt and White Flare Pokemon Center exclusive Elite Trainer boxes. And yes, I am fully aware that they did sell out. And yes, I'm fully aware that not everybody who wanted them got them. None of this is lost on me. But what I'm saying is, I paid attention to the Destined Rivals drop. And I paid attention to the Black Bolt and White Flare drop. And the new one went so much better. It seems like there was one point when the Black Bolt and White Flare when people were in the queue, there was at one point where, I know a bunch of people noticed, because you can look and it shows you how many people are in the queue, a bunch of people noticed like 250,000 people dropped out the queue instantly, which seems to be Pokemon basically identifying a bunch of bots and kicking them all out of the queue, which I think is wonderful. I love this. But, let's be honest, the Destined Rivals Elite Trainer box drop didn't go well. I was actually on a train when it dropped, but I did get my wife to queue on my behalf at home. She's got my login for the Pokemon Center, obviously, for situations exactly like this. And she queued, and then she got through the queue, and she went to put it in her basket, and it just kicked her back into the queue, and by the time she got to the end of the queue, the boxes had completely sold out, and we missed out. I did miss out on Destined Rivals. Now, had I not been on a train, maybe I would have had more luck, I'd have been in faster, whatever, but my wife tried, and she got kicked back in the queue. And this is going to be part of the annoyance for a bunch of people here. Because there are going to be a bunch of people who were in the queue, got kicked to the back, got back to the front of the queue, and got their order in, who have now had their orders cancelled. And I don't know, we've not had a release about this, we've not had any information about this, there's been no statement. But basically, the way this normally goes is, if products are oversold, it's last in, first out. The people who got their stuff latest, the people whose orders went in last, are the people that essentially get their orders cancelled. So that means there are going to be people who got their order in late because they got to the front and got kicked back, who then ended up getting their orders cancelled. And is that the reason why? It might be. But when Destined Rivals went up for pre-order, it sold out very quickly. The queues are absolutely huge. And now orders are being cancelled. However, I'm not sure it's all doom and gloom just yet. And I speak as someone who does not have a pre-order for a Pokemon Center exclusive Destined Rivals Elite Trainer box, who really wants one. Because I obviously get all the Pokemon Center Elite Trainer boxes. I want the promos. I've got my pre-order in for Black Bolt and White Flare. Don't have a pre-order in for Destined Rivals. Mine hasn't been cancelled because I couldn't get my pre-order in the first place. But I don't think it's all doom and gloom just yet. Because you see, we know that Pokemon are going to re-release this product. We know that. They've literally said explicitly, more inventory of this product will become available later this year. We don't know exactly how much, but we know it's coming back. Pokemon have explicitly said that we are getting more of these coming in later. And we can combine this with the fact that we know that the Black Bolt White Flare drop went a lot better. Now, we still had that issue where various people were getting to the front of the queue and getting kicked to the back. It happened for me once. I went to pay and something happened. I got kicked back into the queue. It happened with a bunch of people. And we mostly got back through. Like, there was a tweet I showed you previously from Heath Barr over on Twitter who talks about this, and then in the second tweet does say, for most people, myself included, this happened at checkout, and while a lot of people managed to eventually get through, and I think that's the key point here, anyone who was fighting through the drop for Destined Rivals and for Black Bolt and White Flare saw that actually it was a bazillion times better second time around. The system was improved dramatically. And here's the point. That doesn't happen by accident. So if it did improve dramatically, that means there's a very good chance that the next drop will also improve. And I can't guarantee this, but like I say, they're clearly working on it, so why would they not be doing it again? And we know there is another drop coming, and right now, don't get me wrong, right? Bunch of people have had their orders cancelled, including friends of mine. That sucks. No ifs, no buts, no maybes. That just sucks. To have your order, to have it in, and have it cancelled 2 months later is rubbish. But the fact that we know more drops are coming, and the fact that it was so much better in the set after this, does give me cause for hope. I'm sitting here right now without a pre-order in, but I'm kind of thinking maybe it's going to happen. Maybe I am going to be able to find one, and I am going to get my pre-order in, and maybe it's going to end up being okay in the end. For now, I want to hear your stories on this. Did you get into the Destined Rivals drop first time round? Did you have your order cancelled? And seriously, if you've got your order in, go and check your account now. Go in, log in, check your orders, because if it's cancelled, it will be showing there as cancelled. Tell me your experience so far in the comment section. Go nuts! But be nice, would ya? And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at the Wasi. That's where we talk about Pokemon and a whole bunch of other card games. And please do consider checking out patreon.com/PTCG Radio, where you can support the channel, get some bonus podcasts, join a Discord, and all kinds of fun things. And get shout-outs on the channel, like the lovely Kanto Royalty, who's been a supporter of ours for a while now and is a very lovely person. So shout out to them for the support and the loveliness. But by far the most important thing is always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching PTCG Radio.